system, I'm risen, rewritten. The villain who pivoted, fate in a minute, no limit. I'm living in dungeons, devouring sinners. My shadow's a legion, obedient killers. Leveling, never been regular, severing heads with a flick of the wrist. I'm a predator, better than anything entering. I am the end of your narrative, dead in a blink and I'm back again. Black in my iris, the monarch is risen. I harvest the carcass and sharpen the vision. Darkness enlisted, the army enlisted. I'm carving a kingdom from bones and ambition. Step in the chamber, I summon the danger. The manner erupts in a violent expansion. System commands me, I answer with action. A resin, a death from a brutal battalion. I'm stacking the bodies, the power is godly. No ceiling, evolving beyond any boundary. Counting the levels, I'm breaking the bezel. The devil would kneel if he stood in my county. Blood on the top, but I smile when it spills. Every kill is a skill, every skill is a thrill. Every thrill turn to will, now they'll turn to the rule. I'm the king of the chill in the void that I found. You swing and you miss, I exist in a glitch. Teleport then distort, now your armor is split. I'm lit with the curse of the infinite thirst. When I burst, it's a hearse for the first with a stick. Now I'm doubling pace at a phase where I lace every trace of your grace with disgrace in a blaze. No escape, you erase. Face to the blade, I don't pray, I replace every name in the grave with a slave in my way. Now I'm back. Shadows march when I speak. Alright, turn this storm to the weak. Alright, turn this stone to retreat. King of the dark with the world at my feet. Alright, hit a dead when they scream. Alright, build an army unseen. Alright, every soul in between, bent to the will of the Shadow King. Our armor is gleaming, I'm scheming in silence. A tyrant in training, but bound to my honor. Igris the night with the fire inside of his iris, defying a silent marauder. Standing in front of the monarch to be with a vow I will never betray. Even in death I will test every step of the threat that is walking my way. Whoa! Like a comet, I'm calming the carnage. The hardest opponent that entered your dungeon. Discipline forged me, I follow no order but duty. My fury is tightly constricted, combusted. Clashing with shadows, I slash at the phantoms. Dismantle the samples of power you channel. You're fast, but I master the path of a night. Every strike is precise, never random. I'm bound to no fury, I've landed the code. Even if broken, I stand in the storm. If I fall, then I fall with a sword in my palm. Resurrection be damned, I was born to perform. Yet I see it divine for the fire I rep at night. Visit tyrant, it's up and divine. If I die by your hand, then I die understanding the rise of a king in his prime. Back to the monarch, demonic and raw with the aura that swallow the light in the room. He's faster, he's sharper, he's learning the pattern, adapting and slashing, collapsing the gloom. Igris advances, advantages, dances, the dances and clashing, the titans colliding. Jin-Woo ignites and decides and derides and he limit is set in a riot inside him. Switch, night with the might of 1,000 who die for the pride of the cold that I hold in my chest. King with the sting of a shadow that cling to the soul of the bone, now controlled and possessed. Switch, Igris submit, never I fight till the end of my breath. I see your resolve now evolving my depth. I kneel not to kings and be crowned in my death. Bang, 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 dash, bang, bang, bang. Every frame is a ring when they trade with the blades in the race. And I face it to change and reaction. Blood spring slow, echo in the dungeon walls. Heartbeat sync with the impact when the thunder falls. One strike, clean slice, on a bench, kneel, slow. Igris knows this is where the legend ends. Or begins. Alright, now that the night stands with me. Alright, bound in dark loyalty. Alright.